Yo, what is up, Raidernation? It's your boy Samuel Raider back at it again with another video, and today I'm going to be previewing the Raiders versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game that was supposed to be on Sunday Night Football, but thanks to Trent Brown, we're going to be playing a little bit earlier, or maybe a little bit later. Who knows? More news will be coming out hopefully in the next couple of days. But before I get started with this video, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of this video, the Flick app, the ultimate sports chat app on the App Store. Game day is almost here, and if you're looking for a place to chat with many other Raider fans in the Raider Nation, then look no further than the Flick app. With that being said, let's get started with this pre-game preview.
And you tell them one thing, just win, baby.
Now we can't start a pregame preview without giving you your latest nation news. So a lot has been going on in this past day. I was actually getting ready to record this video and news broke out, and I'm like, dang. So I did a video yesterday while I was in the middle of editing this video, but even more news came out after that. For starters, as you guys know, the Raiders and the Buccaneers game was supposed to be on Sunday Night Football prime time, but we got moved up to the 1 o'clock games. Now this happened because of the whole Trent Brown situation that I'm gonna get into in just a little bit. But with that situation, the NFL didn't want to take any chances of rescheduling the Sunday Night Football game on Sunday, especially with everything going on. So it was more safe for the NFL to move the Raiders game up earlier into the afternoon. Now, will the Raiders be playing at 1 o'clock, or will they be moved back to a Monday night game or even a Tuesday night game? Hopefully we play on Tuesday so we could have all of our players playing against the Buccaneers. I was really looking forward to watching our team on primetime because, you know, all these blackout games be killing your boy, but because I wanted to see the bright lights shining while the Raiders were whipping that Buccaneers ass on Sunday. But it's okay. Now going over everything that's been going on, especially with Trent Brown and his situation. Now, just to break it down easily, I kind of talked about it a little bit in my last video. So Trent Brown was put on the COVID/reserve list. Brown is just the second player in 3 days to be put on the list alongside of Damon Arnett. Now that news caused a chain reaction throughout the Raiders organization, especially for the starting offensive lineman and Jonathan Abram, who did get sent home earlier this week because they came into contact with Trent Brown. And then we come to find out that Trent Brown hasn't been even wearing his COVID-19 tracker. Like, bro, for reals? Apparently there was a video going around with Trent Brown with the rest of the offensive linemen hanging out, even with Jonathan Abram, and they all didn't have masks on, violating more COVID-19 policies, and this is just getting a little bit too old. Brown, along with the rest of the starting offensive linemen and Jonathan Abram, were deemed high risk, meaning that they will be quarantined, most likely not being able to play on Sunday. I mean, there is a chance that they could play, but that means they didn't practice at all throughout this whole week, which is a huge blow for this team. My hopes are that there is a chance that the Raiders and Buccaneers game gets pushed back to at least Monday night or even Tuesday night, and we give enough time to at least our offensive linemen, other than Trent Brown and Jonathan Abram, to come back, practice with the team, and get ready for this Buccaneers game. The moment you think the Raiders are, you know, making strides and going into the right direction, something just pulls them right back down. I'm like, damn. Anywho, that's some stressful nation news. So let's move on. Our 3-2 Las Vegas Raiders will be going head to head with the 4-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers this Sunday. As Tom Brady comes to town with some new threads, the Bucs are coming off of their biggest win this season against the Packers, most in due part to their defense, shutting down Aaron Rodgers, getting 2 interceptions and 5 sacks to top it all off. Now the Raiders, coming off of a well-needed bye, also had their biggest win so far this season against the Kansas City Chiefs in Week 5. Derek Carr and company look to ride off of the momentum from that game, but it won't come easy against the Bucs' tough defense. That doesn't mean that the Raiders still can't get it done. Carr has been able to find many weapons on offense like Aguilar and Ruggs, to mixing it up in the run game with Jacobs and Booker. Just like Super Bowl 37, it'll be the Raiders' red-hot offense versus the Buccaneers' savvy defense. But this time, let's hope the Raiders can get the upper hand. Even with all the adversity going around the nation due to injuries and COVID-19, we need to prove once again the Raiders are for reals. The nation will be watching, so we need to just win by any means. Now for my matchup of the game, I have DC4 versus TB12. Derek Carr has been balling out so far this season, having so far his best season in his career. He's tallied 128 completions for 1,442 yards, 11 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. Tom Brady, on the other hand, has had an up and down season so far, but has been pretty solid, having 143 completions for 1,541 yards, 14 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions, 2 of them being a pick 6. Hopefully the Raiders could get a pick 6 as well this week. So far this season, Carr has outplayed Drew Brees and Patrick Mahomes, and soon to be Tom Brady. Now, like I said before, Derek Carr has been playing the best football in his career, especially having Henry Ruggs back in his offense. It helps Derek Carr tremendously. With Ruggs playing this year, the Raiders have been 3-0. The games that Henry Ruggs hasn't been playing this year, they've been 0-2. So if he plays this week, I'm pretty sure it's a W. Tom Brady, on the other hand, has been playing solid. Now, he's not the same player he was when he was in New England. They still do have a lot of weapons over there. You got Ronald Jones, who's doing a pretty good job with a couple 100-yard games. You have Mike Evans and Chris Godwin as well. And you cannot forget Gronkowski, Tom Brady's favorite weapon on offense. We'll see who plays a clean game this week. It's going to be a good matchup to see both quarterbacks go head-to-head. Derek Carr is probably going to have a harder matchup because he's going to be playing against that Buccaneers defense, but I'm going to trust Derek Carr because he's done a lot of great things so far this season, and I'm pretty sure he could carve up that defense and win this QB battle. Then again, I'm probably a little bit biased, but I don't care. Now for your storylines of the game. Like always, I always have 3 storylines to the game. Number 1, COVID cases. As you guys know, with this whole Trent Brown situation, I know I keep talking about it, but this is a huge storyline to the game because we could be playing without our starting offensive line. What does that mean for this offense? It's going to be tough for Derek Carr. There is still a chance that our offensive line does play. Trent Brown, his ass is not playing for sure. Hopefully we could get them back. If not, you guys already know the motto. It's next man up. And our offensive line has been solid bits and pieces because we still haven't had Richie Incognito. Trent Brown basically hasn't played all season, played only 1 full game, but we should be used to this. The huge blow is not having Rodney Hudson and Colton Miller out there because they've been solid throughout this whole season, and even Gabe Jackson. My biggest question is, how much will this affect our offense? How will our offense look? Like I said earlier, hopefully this game does get pushed back so we could see our offensive line back at least 75% because we're really gonna need it against this defense. And speaking of defense, number 2, the Buccaneers' stingy defense. The Buccaneers lead the league in total defense. They're number 1 against the run. They're tied for 2nd in takeaways with 11. They had 5 sacks and 2 interceptions against Aaron Rodgers, and one of those being picked off to the house. Now, can the Raiders overcome this statistic? On one side, I could say yes, because they said the same thing about the Saints defense, and the Raiders did a good job carving up that defense, especially Derek Carr. But like I said earlier, we're not going to be at 100%. Our Raiders do rely on the run game heavily, so hopefully Josh Jacobs can break out some big runs, or even Devontae Booker. But if we can't get the run game going, it's going to be a long day for our Raiders offense. We shall see. Number 3, tuck it. Now, if we want to have any chance of winning this game, we have to put pressure on Tom Brady in this game, just like what we did with Drew Brees. We put pressure on him and he didn't look like shit out there. We need to get the lead early and control the clock because they have a lot of weapons that they could utilize, and you don't want Tom Brady to get hot at all. The Raiders will definitely have to hit at least 1 or 2 big plays in this game to get the momentum on their side. At least 1 to Henry Ruggs or even Nelson Aguilar. This team obviously plays off of momentum, and if we could get a big play like that and get the momentum on our side early in this game, then we could definitely come out with a W. No matter who's going to be playing on the offensive line, Derek Carr has got to keep continuing to get that ball out of his hand quickly, especially against this Buccaneers defense. He cannot fumble the ball away. We cannot make mistakes. We cannot give away a lot of turnovers. We got to play smart football, and we also got to keep Derek Carr clean because once he gets agitated, you know how he gets. Hopefully he can stay in the pocket, get the ball out of his hands, get some big plays, get the lead, keep the lead, control the clock, and just before you know it, the Raiders could be 4-2. Alright, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today. Is there anything that I'm missing from this video? Drop it down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, then smash that like button. It does a lot for this channel and for the algorithms, so on and so forth. If this is the first time you're watching this video and you guys are Raider fans and you enjoyed this content, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this one. With that being said, until the next video, Raider Nation, this is your boy Simone Raider, and your boy is And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.